My eyes were wide. I was breathing fast and shallow. I read the words again and again. Beware the thirst of the Cobweb people. This time I knew it wasn't a practical joke. This time there was a real thirst, and we were being warned about it. My fingers gripped the coffin lid. It moved a little at my touch. I don't think it's locked, I stammered. Well, hissed Rain, open it. The wood had clammy feeling. I guess it had been down here for years, absorbing all the moisture from the walls. Are you sure? I whispered. If you won't, I will, Rain snapped. I locked the icy rain. My voice was a croak that crackled with terror. But what about the thirst? Won't the thirst strike us if I open the coffin? Rain glared at me. Are you trying to scare me, Randall? She challenged. With nausea building in my chest, I slowly lifted the wooden lid. It was on hinges. I heard a stubborn creaking sound. I pushed the lid higher and rested it against the wet stone wall. Then I looked down. Inside, swathed in a filthy shroud, was a corpse, the body of a man. Only his face and hands were visible. They were plastered with cobwebs. He must have been there for years. I wanted to slam the lid and run for my life, but I was frozen to the spot in horror. Then I noticed movement. Dozens of spiders were crawling over the shroud, nibbling at what remained of the man's exposed flesh. The stench of decay was horrific. Nausea clawed its way up my throat. The man's flesh was sickly gray. It was pocketed with holes made by the ravenous spiders. Wisps of cobwebs still protruded from the pores of his skin. The remains of the man's tortured mouth hung open. The mouth reminded me of a small cave. Spiders were crawling in and out of it, stealing his broken teeth as though they were still tiny hills, exploring his rotten gums in search of food. Suddenly his eyelids flicked open. He had no eyeballs. A dull, filmy white substance filled his sockets. An eerie light glowed in its depths, as though his soul could see everything. Our screams rushed out our throat and burst from our lips, and bounced off the wet stone walls.